what is up, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cece of the Good Life, and if you're an OG returning subscriber, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks on how to be more confident on camera, especially as a content creator. These tips will also help if you have to host a webinar, if you have to be on Zoom, basically if you have to be in front of any camera, girl. So if you want to know everything that has helped me to become this camera confident, then keep on watching. So the first tip I'm going to give is that you get out of your own way. Now, you know how you look at your face and you're like, oh my god, this girl is so confident, I could never measure up to her in confidence. Get that out of your head. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. Your faves make mistakes. The earlier it is you realize that, the better it's going to be for you, because then your confidence can actually seep through. It's okay to feel shy. It's okay to feel afraid. It's okay to feel like you're missing what you're supposed to say, and then you backtrack and then you say it again. Trust me, even your faves have this feeling once in a while, once they sit in front of a camera. Because if I'm being honest, it's not natural for us to want to talk to a camera like this. So the earlier you realize that everybody makes mistakes, and you're also going to make mistakes too, the better for you, because then you can get out of your own way and create amazing videos. So the next point I'm going to give is have a plan. Notice I did not say have a script. I didn't say come and write down every single thing you're going to say, because if I listen to you, I would know you're reading out of a script. You could use notes on your phone. You could use any other app that will help you to write down your points. You could even go traditional and use a notepad. I use a jotter all the time to write down my points, so that when you sit down in front of a camera, you already have like a clear-cut idea of what you're going to say. It even helps in post-production, because once you sit down to edit, you know the points you are supposed to make. So when you hear yourself going off points, you can be like, I don't need this, and then you edit that out. This leads me to my next point, which is visualize the content before you even hit record. This is one of my favorite points because it honestly helps me a lot. What I do is, in my spare time, I sit down and visualize the content. I imagine myself filming it. I imagine what the lighting setup looks like when I'm filming it. I imagine what I'm wearing to even film the content. I imagine what I look like. I imagine myself saying the words and actually making sense while saying the words. Also imagine the kind of mistakes that can get in my way while making the video, so that it's just easier for me to know, okay, this will be the solution if this comes up. My next point is, don't be afraid to pause and collect your thoughts. Even with having a plan and visualizing what I'm supposed to say before I even say it, there are times when I actually sit down and I can't get the words out. I keep on making mistakes. I keep on saying the wrong words. What sincerely helps me is pausing and trying to remember, what did I even want to say in the first place? I go back to my plan, check out what I wanted to say, collect my thoughts, go back, watch the video, find out what I was doing wrong. When I play back the video, I know what my mistakes are, and it's just easier for me to just sit down again and actually get my words out. My next tip is actually the most important tip for me, and this honestly always works. Dress up, look presentable, wear something comfortable but still camera friendly. It's very important that from the chest up, which is mostly where people see on camera, that you look put together, minus your viewers looking at you and perceiving that, okay, this person actually looks like she knows what she's saying. Personally, when you send the videos to post-production and you're editing, then you look at yourself and you're like, okay, I look good, I know what I'm saying, I'm making sense, so people are going to enjoy watching. People are going to look at me and know this girl knows what she's saying, or this guy knows what he's saying. It's very important that you actually dress up before you come to make any video. Also, if there's anything that makes you feel extra confident when you're stepping out the door, and not just necessarily in front of the camera, I will also advise that you incorporate that into the video. For me, I cannot leave my house without wearing perfume. I cannot leave my house without wearing bangles and rings. I absolutely love them. So even though you guys may not really be seeing all of that while I'm filming this particular video, I'm still gonna wear them so that I know, okay, I feel confident. When you feel confident, it seeps through. People can honestly see that through the camera. My next tip will be, look into your camera lens. Trust me, Nothing makes you look like you don't know what you're saying, like you're talking to people on a camera and you're looking away from your lens. This is what this video would look like right now if I wasn't staring into the lens, or if I was staring into the viewfinder and checking myself out and finding out that, okay, I look pretty in this angle. It seems like you're talking to somebody else and not the people who are actually watching your video. So it's very important that you find out on the device you're using. With a camera, it's easy to figure out where the lens is, but with a phone, it's a lot much harder to figure out where the lens is. With your phone, try to figure out, this is where my lens is, this is where I should be looking at. This will make people listen to you. This will make people stay on your video. This will make people look at, oh, this girl knows what she's saying, or this guy knows what he's saying, because you are talking to them. You know what you're saying. Speak to them, look into the lens, let them know that you know what you're saying. Nothing makes you look less confident like looking away from your lens or looking down or trying to scramble and figure out what you're supposed to say next. Look directly into the lens. I'm not saying give them a dead stare, but look at the lens, make them know that you're talking to them. Draw them into the conversation that you're trying to have with them. So this next tip is for people who make videos in public and are a little bit uncomfortable or don't feel as confident as it is when filming inside. Find a familiar space. It's important that you're filming in a space that you feel the most confident. Honestly, it's easy to say you're going to sit down in front of a camera in your room or in a studio and film because it's just you, or maybe a friend, but like you're more confident, nobody's looking at you, nobody's giving you that judgy stare. But then it's harder when you go outside, you're trying to film in public and people are looking at you like, okay, this one looks crazy, why should you bring out a camera? Why am I seeing a tripod? It's so much harder. So I would say whatever area you are in, find a familiar space, find a safe space. It could be a little corner where you're like almost hidden from a lot of views, or just go out with someone familiar, go out with a friend, a sister, someone that will make you almost forget that you're outside. And it's just so much easier to film when there's a familiar person beside you. You guys can laugh, and the laugh will be honest. You guys can joke about the fact that people are going to be staring at you, and it's just going to be easier for you to make videos, especially if you're a vlogger. Find somebody that you know is smiling at you or looking at you with a friendly stare, and just go on with your video. I mean, people are going to judge you anyway. My last and final tip, I am always saying this: practice, practice, practice. It sincerely makes progress. The fact that you did something yesterday, while editing it, you figured out your mistakes, and then you sit down and then you practice again, it's just so much easier. If you've never filmed any video before, I don't have anything to look back on, I would advise you make random videos with your phone. Sit down, film yourself, talk randomly about nothing in particular. Talk about your day, talk about how someone annoyed you, look into the camera and talk about yourself. Just find something to talk about and then look at the videos and be your biggest critic. Tell yourself what exactly you did wrong and correct yourself. And then the next time you open your camera to film, trust me, you're going to be way better than you were the last time, and then the time before that, and then the time before that. So just practice, practice, practice. Practice as much as possible. Trust me, the first video is gonna suck, the next one is gonna suck, but trust me, by the third one, you're just going to start to look way more confident, and it's going to seep through on camera. With that, I've come to the end of the video. If there are more tips that help you to be camera confident, let me know in the comment section. If any of these tips have helped you, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. I am very enthusiastic about helping small content creators or people who are starting up do better, because honestly, finding out all this information for myself, I had to do a lot of trial and error. And if this video can help even one content creator or one startup who is trying to know how to be more camera confident, then I would definitely be the happiest. I have a lot more videos that would definitely help any small content creator who is just starting out. So make sure to check any of these videos that are popping out on your screen already. As always, I love you and I will see you in my next video. Bye, gorgeous.